Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So there is a very poetic description of Lord Varaha killing the demon Hiranyaksha. Jaghana Rundhanam Asahya Vikramam. How did he kill the enemy, the obstructive enemy, Rundhanam? Asakya Vikramam, with great prowess, with unbearable prowess. For Hiranyaksha, he was very proud that he had not met someone who was a rival for him, for his power, for his strength, for his prowess. So he was informed by Varuna. He went and challenged Varuna. Varuna said, I am an old man. You better go and fight with somebody who is a match for you. Who's that? Who's a match for me? I don't find anybody. That's what Hiranyaksha told Varuna. So Varuna told, there is one, Vishnu. You can go and fight with him. So he started searching for Vishnu. Where is Vishnu? Of course, the Lord is situated in a transcendental form. So materialists cannot see the Lord. So then somebody told him that he is present in the heart of every living being. Everywhere is there. He is present in the heart. So this fellow started searching. Where in the heart he is there? So he could not find. So he thought, oh, he is afraid of my prowess. So he is hiding. He is not bold enough to come in front of me. So thinking like this, Hiranyaksha continued to simply create disturbance everywhere. He was smashing mountains and he was playing in the ocean and displacing huge amounts of water. And similarly, he put this earth planet inside the Rasatala region, in the bottom of the Garbhodaka ocean. So that is when his mischief became too much. And the Lord immediately appeared as Varaha, in his form as Varaha. And then this demon Hiranyaksha could understand that the description will be given in a later portion. Hiranyaksha could understand that, oh, here is somebody who is very, very powerful. Because he's appeared in a very, very big form, gigantic form. And he is diving into the ocean and lifting the earth effortlessly on his tusks. So then he could understand, here is somebody who is my match. And then he also remembered that Vishnu is the match for his strength. So then he said, now is the chance for me to actually fight against Vishnu. So he went and attacked Vishnu in the form of Lord Varaha. So Lord Varaha did not require any much effort to kill this very powerful demon, Hiranyaksha. So he killed with great prowess, Asahya Vikramam, Jaghana Rundhanam. He killed this demon with great prowess, and he killed just as a lion kills an elephant. Both are very powerful, the lion and the elephant in the jungle. But generally the lion will not bother the elephant and the elephant will not bother the lion. Sometimes when the lion obstructs the elephant or the elephant obstructs the lion, then out of anger and out of feeling a kind of insult, a lion may attack an elephant or elephant may attack a lion. So there will be a fight. And this fight is not easily decisive because both are very powerful. So in such a fight, the other animals become very much curious to watch who is going to be victorious. So lion is very ferocious and the elephant is very strong. So it is a very interesting fight between a lion and an elephant. So here it is described, lion killing an elephant. For lion to kill the other animals is not any great effort. Very easily the lion can kill the other animals. But killing an elephant, that is some achievement. So for all the people in general, including the devatas, this Hiranyaksha had become a big nuisance, unnecessarily creating disturbance with all his might. So therefore, when Lord Varaha killed this Hiranyaksha, then all the demigods, they had a big relief. Big relief they had, that this demon is finally eliminated. So it is described here, just like a lion kills an elephant, with that prowess, Lord Varaha killed this demon, Hiranyaksha. And the cheeks and tongue of the Lord became smeared with the blood of the demon. Big demon, he's killed. So much of blood came out. It was a gigantic demon. And again there is a comparison. Just as an elephant becomes reddish from digging in the purple earth, the earth in different places, it is full of minerals. In fact, it is said in the Krishna book, in the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam, that Krishna used to decorate, Krishna and the cowherd boys, when they would play in the forest. So some places the earth is full of colorful minerals. So then they would decorate themselves with different minerals. And even Krishna, the cowherd boys, would decorate him with different minerals. So the earth has got different colored minerals. So in some places it is like purple colored minerals. So when an elephant becomes reddish from digging the purple earth, it appears very beautiful. So like that, Lord Varaha, even though he was smeared with blood, he was appearing very, very beautiful. This is the specific characteristic of the Supreme Lord. He is beautiful in any form, in any circumstance. So this beauty is not dependent on some material arrangement. It is just like a beautiful man or a woman. They say appears beautiful only if the nose is like this, eyes are like this, hair is like this, etc. Right? Otherwise, lacking beauty. For the Lord, it is not that He has to have a certain arrangement, only then He'll appear very beautiful. Just like these heroes and heroines. when they appear on the screen, then they have to have makeup. Otherwise, they may not be appearing very beautiful. So, Lord, there is no need of makeup to appear beautiful. He is beautiful always. So, this is another difference between transcendental beauty and material beauty. Material beauty is beauty under certain circumstances, certain arrangement. Even somebody is born beautiful, it is because of some good karma. And by higher arrangement, that beauty is there. Otherwise, somebody is born ugly, bad karma. So again, it is conditional. Beauty is conditional. Whereas, the beauty of the Lord is unconditional, unconditionally beautiful. So even after killing the demon, being smeared by blood, he is appearing very, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. So, his beauty is transcendental. This is the meaning of transcendental beauty. Transcendental beauty is not sometimes beautiful, sometimes not beautiful. No. Always beautiful, eternally beautiful. So, the sages, headed by Brahma, could recognize him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead because the Lord suspended the earth on the edge of his curved white tusks, playing like an elephant. Elephant, if it is sometimes engaged in sporting, it will very easily pick up some object with its trunk and place it between its tusks. Like that, Lord Varaha, playing like an elephant, suspended the earth on the edge of his curved white tusks. Even poet Jayadev Goswami has described in his Dashavatara Stotra. What is the verse describing the incarnation of Lord Varaha? Vasati dashana shikhare dharani tava lagna shashini kalanka kaleva nimagna. Correct? Is that right? Read. Forgetting the lines. Not opening. In the right time it doesn't open. Dharani tava lagna kakaleva nimagna keshava dhruta shukara rupa jaya jagadisha Hare. Translation? Sits on the tip of the tusk of the Lord like a spot on the moon. See, the moon appears very, very beautiful in the sky, even though it's got spots. So like that, Lord Varaha appeared very, very beautiful with the earth sitting on the tusks. So here, another description is given. He assumed a bluish complexion like that of a tamala tree. He can assume any complexion he wants. Can assume any complexion he wants. And he assumed a bluish complexion like the tamala tree, and the sages could recognize him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And with respectful obeisances, they bowed down to the Lord and they began to offer prayers. So the first prayer, O unconquerable enjoyer of all sacrifices. Under all circumstances, the Lord is unconquerable. The Mayavada philosophy is that the absolute truth or Brahman assumes a material form when there is incarnation. Because the scriptures describe incarnation of the Lord as transcendental. So, how do the Mayavadis reconcile this description in the scriptures? So, they explain their interpretation that absolute truth is assuming a material form. But that is not the actual fact. The Lord, whichever form He comes, He is always completely transcendental. He doesn't assume any material form. His form is completely transcendental. And therefore, He is always unconquerable. Material forms, there is relative strength or relative beauty or relative knowledge. Whereas transcendental form of the Lord is unlimitedly beautiful, unlimitedly powerful, unlimitedly knowledgeable. Always. It's eternally so. Unconquerable, enjoyer of all sacrifices. Yajna Bhavana. He is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. In the most confidential knowledge, it's the 9th chapter, Krishna says, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha. There is a misunderstanding that when Chandi Homa is done, then it is, who is the enjoyer of that sacrifice? Durga Devi, Chandi. Indra Yajna is done, Indra is the enjoyer. No. All sacrifices, Krishna is the enjoyer. Krishna is the enjoyer. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha. See, this is most confidential knowledge. It is the Supreme Lord who enjoys the results of all sacrifice. All sacrifices are meant for Him. So how is it that when something is offered to Indra, it is the Supreme Lord who is the enjoyer? Indra actually is an instrument for the people to offer to the Lord. Indra is the instrument. On behalf of the Supreme Lord, Indra accepts. And he keeps his share, and the rest is passed on. So different devatas, they take their share, and the lion's share or the principal share goes to the Lord. Vishnu, as the chief of all the devatas, Lord of all the devatas, Deva Deva, 11th chapter. There is a verse which describes the Lord as Deva Deva. Which is the verse? Open quickly. Arjuna's prayers to Krishna. After Krishna reveals his form is the form of Kala. Kalosmi lokakshaya krit pravruddho. 35 to 46. 36 to 46. One of those verses. 11th chapter. Hmm? 37. Deva Deva. Or it is earlier than that. Huh? 10th chapter. 10th chapter. Okay, not in 11th. 11th chapter also is there. Okay, 10th chapter. Read the verse. Okay, Arjuna is offering prayers, glorifying the Lord. Yeah, read the translation. So he is Deva Deva. So he is the one for whom all the sacrifices are meant. But because people are unable to recognize the Lord, so the Lord has made another arrangement, or they are not inclined to actually worship the Lord or accept the Lord's supremacy. So he, through the Devatas, he accepts and awards. He is the one who awards the result of all sacrifices. He is the one who awards the results of all pious activities. So it is the Lord who is actually the enjoyer of all sacrifices. So here it is described, unconquerable, enjoyer of all sacrifices, all glories and all victories unto you. You are moving in your form of the personified Vedas. Prabhupada explains how is the Lord, the personified Vedas. It said here, in his form as Mahavishnu, innumerable universes generate from the holes of his bodily hairs. Roma Garteshu, from his bodily hairs, holes of his bodily hairs. Hair holes of your body. The oceans are submerged. The oceans are submerged. That is a description of the Lord Mahavishnu lying in the causal ocean, and when he breathes from his skin holes, so many universes come out. So many universes come out. So, therefore, transcendental body of the Lord is Vedas personified. How did the Vedas come first? It is described elsewhere by the breathing of the Supreme Lord. By the breathing of the Supreme Lord. So, by his breathing also, the universes are coming out of his skin holes. So, therefore, he is the personified Vedas. And for certain reasons, you have now assumed the form of a boar. What is the reason? To uplift the earth. He has assumed the form of a boar. And he has uplifted the earth and answered the prayers of the Devatas and the sages who wanted that earth to be lifted and placed in its position. So, even though the Mayavadis, they think these forms are all material forms, but the understanding of the sages and great personalities and the residents of the higher planets is that the supreme absolute truth, the supreme personality of Godhead has appeared in this form, and he is completely transcendental. His form is transcendental. It's not material. Okay, stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki.